Hi guys, this is Sham from Tickertape and welcome to the Tickertape Portfolio Analysis webinar. This webinar is being brought to you by Tickertape in association with Zerodha. In this webinar, we will quickly equip you with the know-how that you need to access and use the Tickertape Portfolio Analysis tool so that you can quickly analyze and get useful insights about your portfolio on Zerodha. So if you ever want to look at the assets that you invested in, the securities that you've invested in on Zerodha, it's often pretty straightforward and easy. You can just go over to the holdings tab, and in the holdings section, you'll get a clear indication of the different assets and securities that you're holding. Um, you'll get a clear idea of the invested value and your profit and loss for those individual securities. But many a times, we have customers and users reaching out to us telling us that it would be useful if they can get some level of insights or analysis about their portfolios on the basis of which they could potentially make better investments and make better trades. So this webinar about the portfolio analysis and insights tool is going to help you solve that problem. So let's dive in. So firstly, when you land on Zerodha, when you open up Zerodha, you land on the dashboard section, right? Now from the dashboard section, to access the portfolio widget tool, what you will typically need to do is to go over to the holding section. Once you're in the holding section, click on the view reports tab. And now from the view reports tab, you'll have to navigate over to the insights section, right? And while you're on the insights section, you will have to click on this option which says I agree to share my holdings with Tickertape. So don't worry, we don't store any of your holding information. All of this data that is sent over to Tickertape is sent over purely to perform the analysis and insights, and it's all discarded the minute you exit the page. So no information, none of your data is actually stored on Tickertape regarding your holdings. Right. So as soon as you have shared your information, we take your information, your holding information from Zerodha, and we pass it over onto Tickertape, and Tickertape does an entire analysis on your entire portfolio, and we churn out some valuable data points. So let's take a look at it. So initially, from an insights perspective, we give you four key, insights. The first is basically the beta. So beta is nothing but how your portfolio moves, uh, you know, and how it moves with respect to the market index, right, which is Nifty. So as you can see currently, our beta is at 0.07. Now, Nifty's beta is set to 1. So what this means is that if your portfolio's beta is greater than 1, that means your portfolio is more risky than Nifty. And if your portfolio is less than 1, then your portfolio's beta is less than 1, then your portfolio comes into a medium to low risk category, right? So in this scenario, you can see that since our beta is 0.07, our portfolio is actually of a pretty low risk, right? The second piece of information we look at is the PE ratio, right? So the PE ratio that we calculate is nothing but a consolidated PE ratio of your entire portfolio. So you may have individual stocks or securities with different PE ratios, but the consolidated weighted PE ratio of your entire portfolio is displayed over here. As you can see in this case, this value is 36.42. Now what exactly is a PE ratio? So a P ratio is the price to earnings ratio. What this gives you an indication of is that if you want to earn 1 rupee, how much do you have to invest into your portfolio? So basis our current portfolio, the PE ratio is 36.42. So in order to earn 1 rupee, I have to invest 36.42 rupees, right? So the next thing that we can look at is the price forecast. Now, the price forecast basically is a forecast that we get from different analysts, and we obtain this by passing your information again over to Tickertape, and we accumulate a lot of information from analysts, and we basically run your portfolio past all of those forecasts that we have inside our system, and the price forecast is calculated for your entire portfolio. So currently, as you can see, it gives us an indication that the price forecast is estimated to fall. Our portfolio is estimated to fall by 0.52% in the next year, right? And how do we arrive at this information? Like I mentioned, we have price forecasts of the individual securities that are in your portfolio. So again, we come up with a consolidated or a weighted price forecast for your entire portfolio, right? So as you can see, Heritage Food, there's a price forecast of 51.05 on the upside. So there's a potential that it can go 51.05% above what its current value is in the next 1 year. So similarly with NTPC, there's a price forecast of 43.30, right? The expected return that you are going to get from NTPC is going to be 40.30 in the next year, right? 40.30 above, right? So this information is available on an individual stock level, right? So this gives you an analysis of, basically provides you a forecast for your entire holding, and at accumulated level, we basically tell you that the price forecast for your entire portfolio is this much. And in this case, you can see it's 0.52%. And lastly, we basically look at some red flags, right? So there are 4 major kinds of red flags that we look at, right? As you can see, the portfolio tool over here is indicating that there are 34 red flags in our portfolio. And these red flags are basically on the basis of if there's a high default probability, which means that if there's a high potential that the company that you've invested in could potentially default on one of their loans, right? If there is a high pledged promoter value, which means basically that the promoters of the company have pledged some of their holding in the company. So typically that's not a good indication, and the pledged promoter holding value should typically be pretty low. But in the event some of the companies that you've invested in, the promoters have pledged their holdings and maybe taken a loan or something against their holdings, then we basically highlight that as a red flag. And lastly, we look at if they are present in either the ASM or the GSM list. So as you can see, there are 34 red flags that have been highlighted as part of this portfolio. And if I want to see the individual red flags, I can basically see that, okay, under the high pledge promoter holding section, there are 5 securities, and I can view these securities by clicking this. And at any point, if you want more information about any of these securities that are part of your portfolio, on clicking on any of these, you will be redirected to Tickertape, where you can see the entire stock information. You can get a clear overview of the stock, and we present a lot of information about the stock in a very meaningful way for investors. So coming back, like I was mentioning, we have around 5 stocks or companies that fall under the high pledge promoter holding section, right? The second is the high default probability. Now, what is a high default probability? So, like I was mentioning, there's a potential that these securities could default on their loan obligations, right? So over here you see there's JP, Infratech, there's Suzlon Energy, right? So there are 16 stocks in our portfolio that has a high default probability. And the next 2 red flags are basically if any of these securities are present in the ASM list, which is nothing but the additional surveillance measure list, and the GSM list, which is the graded surveillance measure list, right? So these are 2 lists where in the event a security is placed in any of these lists, that means it is under surveillance because there is some suspicion or there's something that needs to be monitored about these stocks, right? So in this case, you can see there are 10 securities in the ASM list. So we have these securities in the ASM list, and we have 3 securities similarly in the GSM list, right? Great. So now that we've gone over the potential red flags and looked at, the portfolio insights at a whole, let's try and dig deeper and see if we can find out more portfolio, insights and analyze our portfolio a bit more, right? So in order to do this, come up to the search filter that you have over here, clear everything that's there, and once you're here, you can come and click on any of the sectors. Let's start by looking at all the sectors that we have cumulatively, right? So once I click on that, I'm going to click on this tab over here, which is the sectors tab, and now you can see that we show you this very neat analysis of all the different sectors that you've invested in. So let me just walk you through this part of the tool, right? So basically, now that we are looking at the portfolio insights, we can see that firstly it shows you the current amount, so the current value of your portfolio. All of this information you can see on the basis of whether you want it sector wise or market cap wise. So sector wise, it will break down all the different sectors over here, and market cap is basically on the basis of whether it's a large cap, mid cap, small cap, gold, debt, right? The second is it gives you the same view but from a invested amount perspective. So how much have you invested? And basically this gives you the same breakup that I showed you in the previous section, which is the sector wise breakup. And even the invested amount, you can look at it from a market cap perspective, right? And lastly, it gives you a P&L statement, a profit and loss, which again tells you either on a sector basis or on a market cap basis that what are the different sectors you've invested in and what kind of profit or loss percentage are you looking at for the particular holding period, right? So at any point over here, if you click on the portfolio insights tab, it will take you back to the portfolio insights section that we looked at in the initial part of this video, right? Okay, so let's start looking a little deeper into this portfolio analysis section, right? So let's start with the sectoral view, right? So with the sectoral view, you can see, what is the portfolio contribution of each of these sectors to your entire portfolio, right? So as you can see, information technology accounts for around 5.5% to this portfolio, right? And you will get a drill down and a basic portfolio distribution of all the different sectors that you are holding. And similar to that, you can also look at it from a market cap perspective, like I told you, and you can look at the portfolio contribution of each of these market caps in your holdings, right? Okay. So now that you have this, let's dig one step deeper. So let's maybe pick one of the sectors and analyze what information we see on the inside. So once you have picked a sector, right, it basically opens up a view where you are able to toggle through all the different sectors, and now it tells you that in each sector, apart from just the portfolio contribution, how much have you invested in that sector, what is the current value of that investment, and what is the profit and loss that you are enjoying in that particular sector, right? Now at any point, if you want to understand what are the securities that you're holding in any of these sectors, all you have to do is click on this tab that tells you how many securities are there in the sector, and this opens up a view which gives you now that out of that sector, right, this is how the internal distribution of that sector is in terms of the securities that you're holding. So over here, let me just yeah, so out of materials, right, I'm looking at materials right now, which accounts for 7.6% of my portfolio, right? And I have invested say 14,000 in materials, and the current value is 24,000. So out of this investment, right, there are 16 securities, and these 16 securities basically contribute, you know, different percentages to that sector, right? So there's a sector contribution. So ABM International accounts for 0.5% of this sector, right? Of the holdings of that I have in this sector, right? 27% um, is accounted for by Atul Limited, right? So in this manner, we can, you know, look at the drill down and get a in-depth analysis of, you know, what is our sector composition, right? And at the same time, you know, if you are interested to, you know, analyze this particular security a little more, you know, you can always dive in deeper again, and we open up a similar view so that you can very easily switch between, you know, the different securities that you're holding in the sector and analyze what is the invested amount and the current value of that investment amount and the profit and loss for each of those securities in the sector, right? And lastly, we have the view stock details section, and this will take you to ticker tape so that you can perform an even more in-depth analysis and analytics onto your particular company. So in this case, this is the Gujarat Narmada fertilizers and chemicals, right? So here we have, you know, that we redirect you to the ticker tape stock page, which is basically an provides you an overview of, you know, what exactly this company, the line of business is, and provides you some valuable metrics, and you can perform a more detailed, you know, analysis of this company on ticker tape, right? So now that we're here, let's just go back one step, and there's an option here which says sector performance, right? So this sector performance, right, it also allows you to look at how the sector has performed at large, right? And this provides a very insightful chart which helps you visualize the various companies in the selected sector. And this includes not only the companies that you have invested in, but also other companies in the sector are shown over here. And all this information, right, it's plotted against a graph which tells you that this is the volatility swing of this particular sector. It's between minus 22 to 72%, right? And apart from that, you can see there's a change percentage as well, which is like from minus 66 to 128%. So out of the companies that have been selected in this sector, this is the range of percentage change and the range of volatility. And it tells you that, okay, these are the different securities here and this is how they are performing, right? So you can very easily look at, you know, the companies in blue are the ones which are part of your holdings, and the ones which are in gray are the ones that are not in your holdings. So you can also take a look at this and get a clear idea of whether you have invested in the best performing securities in your sector or not, right? So this drill down that we have performed from a sector perspective, right, we can also perform the same drill down by looking at it from a market cap perspective, right? So performing that same, you know, drill down over here, let's look at it from an investment perspective, like from an invested amount perspective, right? So from an invested amount perspective, I've currently invested 2.47 lakhs into these different market caps, right? And out of which large caps account for 44.3%. And let me drill down a little further into large caps. So I can see that my invested amount in large caps is 1 lakh 9,000, right? And my current amount is 1 lakh 38. This gives me an indication of my PNL as well, right? And I can look at the 35 different securities that are in this market cap, right? So this provides me a drill down in a similar fashion to how we saw it for a sectoral view in the just a few minutes earlier. And here I am able to see that, okay, Airtel contributes for 0.4%, Cadila accounts for, you know, so, and then Colgate accounts for 10.4%, right? So in a similar fashion, we are able to see HDFC Bank accounts for 13.8% of my large cap. All the companies that come under the large cap in my portfolio. And drilling again a bit deeper, I can see how much has been invested in HDFC, what is the current value of that investment, and I also get a clarity as to what is the profit and loss. And like I mentioned, clicking on stock details takes you over to the ticker tape platform where you can very easily perform a more in-depth analysis into the particular company. Let's look at the market cap performance, right? So the market cap performance basically has, there's a Vodafone Idea, which is, performing quite well, it seems, from a volatility and a change perspective. So the same analysis which we do for a sectoral view, which is we take, a set of companies which belong to that sector, and we plot them against, the lowest change to the highest change percentage, the lowest volatility percentage till the highest volatility percentage, right? And this is done for companies that are in your holding and companies that are not in your holding as well. So this gives you a very good indication of whether you have invested in the best performing companies in that sector or not, right? So guys, this is an overview of the ticker tape tool, and um, do head over to the Zerodha portfolio analysis section, which is provided and powered by the ticker tape platform, and analyze and get some actionable insights on your portfolio today, and see how your holdings are performing today, and also check out if the companies that you have invested in are amongst the best performing companies in this sector, right? Thank you guys, have a great day.